My name is Mihai, and I'm a Customer Journey Management Solution Consultant at Adobe. So today we are going to talk about what is required to succeed in this space, how we can help, and what this could have in common with a restaurant's kitchen and serving food dishes. First, get a single view of your customer. Oftentimes we hear that our clients are working with pretty powerful tools for any given touchpoint or channel. But those tools are either designed to operate independently in a batch process where they have intelligence in place, or is simply contained within that one system. They are not easily able to migrate to another channel or another experience. Second, we need personalization. We often hear that yes, we can personalize our emails, but how can you actually make both inbound and outbound channels deliver the same unified personalized experiences for a customer? Is it possible to personalize off of a variety of contextual live data sources and historical data about what we already know about that individual? Lastly, we need orchestrated journeys. We know these days many tools in the market can deliver schedule-based, audience-based campaigns. But actually, how do you orchestrate all of these? How do you respond as somebody walks into your store? It's very easy for a lot of tools in the market to send a message, but to send a message intelligently, looking at the holistic view of an individual, including the contextual in-the-moment experiences, like maybe we'll like the weather outside, or what's in stock in that store, all of this is often challenging for a lot of these legacy solutions. To start with, let's see what is required to consolidate a unified single view of your customer. To make an analogy, this is like having the four essential elements: earth, air, water, fire. This is the essence of all the ingredients. Actions is like the backbone. Adobe offers differentiating customer data management capabilities, and we look to get data in through any of the available touchpoints. That data that is coming from web, coming from mobile applications, through any of the available system of records you have in place, like maybe you have a CRM, a call center, point of sale, data storages, or it can come up through the complex and open API systems that we provide. The point is to build a single system of record and have the ability to act faster on customer insights and deliver in the end better experiences. Once data is in, this represents the underlying elements based on what will form and consolidate as a profile. Until we get to that state, subsequently we'll run a few processes as data lands within the system. We structure by what we call XDM or schemas to provide consistency on that data ingestion. We apply the right data governance to each individual data fragment that gets in, and because there are so many sources, this will help to enforce where and if we are allowed to use that data piece. We combine all the identities of the data coming in to form what is going to be our profile. And this process will run in real time, and as soon as data lands, we keep sure that we keep in sync a real-time customer profile. But getting to this point, we can say that from the essential elements, actually now we have one ingredient. And in this case, we can have, for example, a tomato. Equally, comparing to a database with millions of profiles, we can say that we have a farmer's market with millions of ingredients. Moving on, now that we collected the data, we structured it and we consolidated it as a profile, we can apply a series of rules to narrow down, to pick and select the characteristics of an audience out of the entire pool of profiles that we have. And by comparing to our cooking ambition, we could say that this looks like we are selecting ingredients for our future recipe. We do this with what is called segments, where we can accommodate as part of the same selection multidimensional data classes as attributes, as data profile fields like address, date of birth, contract expiration, city of residence, communication preferences by channel, consent, or what can be even the food and preferences in terms of dietary restrictions. So this data is characterized by the profile and it has a really low rate of change. We have the events. Platform is consuming in a streaming fashion behavioral events that occur in the life cycle of the customer, as abandoned cart, browsing interest, rewards enrollment, stepping into a geofence zone of or maybe someone who's opening a support ticket. It can call other segments. We can reference a segment within another segment, which ensures that we can achieve a high reusability practice. Now that we have all this selection of ingredients, we can start thinking about actually what are we going to serve? What dishes are we going to prepare? Is it a starter? Is it a soup that I want to serve? Or maybe it might be a main dish. And for this, we have all the channels where I can activate my audience. And that can be across the email, across the SMS, mobile apps, direct mail, web, or any other external channels I did not mention to this point, and we can call it and connect it through APIs. We can add the extension to activate the data through other external systems like AdTech, Facebook, Google, system of records where we have CRM, call center, data storage, in order to close this omni-channel activation. Then it comes down to the orchestration bit, or the cooking place, the restaurant's kitchen, where we're going to marry what customer asks with the recipe, with the dish, and we serve it. For us in the platform is like we marry the content with the messages and we orchestrate them in order to create the experiences. Now, in terms of our solution is a single canvas that we provide where we optimize journeys for both scheduled marketing campaigns as well as under the format of a batch, and triggered real-time one-to-one tailored communications like sending a push notification for an item that a loyalty app customer may have looked previously and now is back in stock. We do this within the same application, and this will allow us to unlock a series of use cases where we can deliver one-to-one real-time messages that are initiated based on the customer's behavior engagement and their interaction. For example, a customer who enters a store location and receives a push message for a current in-store offer on a recent restock product that he showed interest, or where we deliver messages contextually relevant to the customer journey, such as a weather update that might delay some of his traveling, or a delayed shipping notification, an area outage for a service company. Well, all these that will impact a specific group of people of a particular area of interest. And just like in the case of a kitchen, of course, we can still send out all the kitchen dishes that we would like, and the customers didn't order, but they're going to be terrific choices, of course, but we don't want to make this a too often practice, and it's nice to have this as a bonus. More importantly, we need to be mindful of what the customer asks and when they ask in order to be able to respond in real time. This was our culinary journey, and we look forward to more in-depth discussions.